So you finally bought that new Windows 11 PC just to get it home, set it up, and realize you have to use a Microsoft account to set it up. Has Microsoft finally won this time? Not today. Well, let's get into it. Microsoft has progressively made it harder to set up a Windows installation without using a Microsoft account. And it seems like with every new release, they make it a little more difficult. Used to, they would put a little small link in the very bottom corner where you could set it up without a Microsoft account, or if you could shut off your Wi-Fi and if it didn't detect internet, you could tell it, I have no internet, and you could set up a local account. But now with Windows 11, they've taken it to the extreme. There is no option to bypass this screen. You have to use a Microsoft account. At least that's what they want you to believe. So I had a customer just bought her new Windows 11 PC, got it home, went to set it up, just to realize she couldn't do it without a Microsoft account. She doesn't want a Microsoft account. She doesn't have a Microsoft account. So she called me and we're going to get that done. But you can do this yourself and I'm going to show you how. So I'm going to get this unboxed and I'm going to start the setup and then I'll walk you through the setup beyond the point of the Microsoft account. So let's get started. Okay, when you first power on that brand new computer for the first time, you're going to find yourself at this screen. Now this tutorial is going to move faster than your setup just because I'm going to edit it per time. But you should end up on this screen here is where you'll need to make your first selection and you're going to confirm your country and then click yes. Now here it's going to confirm your keyboard layout. For me, that is US, so I'm going to click yes. Now it's going to ask me if I want to add a second layout, which I do not, so I'm going to click skip. Okay, now this is the screen that we need to talk about. So as you can see here, it wants you to connect to a Wi-Fi. And what it's going to do, as soon as you select your Wi-Fi, then it's going to force you to create a Microsoft account or log into an existing Microsoft account. Now previously, we could just turn off our Wi-Fi router. It wouldn't find a Wi-Fi. It'll just give us the option to say, hey, I have no internet. But they've removed that. And also, as you can see, even if I did remove my Wi-Fi, it's picking up all my neighbor's Wi-Fi. So here's what we're going to do with this screen. We're going to tap CONTROL F10. That's going to bring up a command prompt. Now, there is a very short code that we're going to type in here. And that code is all lowercase OOBE / bypass NRO. Now, I have ran into a little issue here that I have seen in the past, and I'm glad we did, so we can go ahead and address that here. No matter what I press on my keyboard right now, there are no letters coming up, so I'm kind of stuck at this point. What you need to do is tap the Alt-Tab key. That's the Windows command that brings up multiple windows. All we're going to do is tap Alt-Tab. You'll see it cycle through a couple windows here, and then it'll actually come back to the one that it's supposed to be on, and then I'll be able to type in there. So you're going to see those two windows tab real quick, and that's just using the Alt-Tab key. But what it does is it brings this window back to the front where I can actually type into it. And once I type in my OOBE / bypass NRO, I'm going to press enter. Now when you press enter, the computer's automatically going to reboot, and that's what we want. Now we're going to go back through the process that we just went through. So you'll come to this screen, verify your region, yes. Then we'll verify our keyboard layout and skip adding a second layout. Now we're back to the screen, but you see we have this option here that says I don't have internet. So we're going to click that. And there you go. Now you can bypass that screen. Now here, it's going to try to get us to go ahead and connect again once more like they do. So we're going to click continue with limited setup. All that means is we're setting up our computer with a local account, not using a Microsoft account. Okay, then here's your license agreement. I'll go ahead and walk through the rest of the setup. And now here, we're going to enter a name. Now, since we didn't set up a Microsoft account, we're going to select our local user account name. For this particular setup, I'm just going to put user. I'll update to the customer's name later, but you can type your name in here. After you click next, it's going to come to the password screen. Now, you don't have to enter a password here. You can enter a password, of course. Passwords are recommended. But if you don't want to, you can just simply click next. And now, these are privacy settings, and for this particular customer, I'm going to go through here and flip all these off because I know she doesn't want location data track, find by device. We don't want to send diagnostic data back to Microsoft. All of these options here, we're going to turn them off. You can make that determination for yourself, but I'm turning them off for this customer. And I'm going to click accept. Okay, and here's where you can register your HP product. I actually do recommend doing that, or whatever your brand is. The registration is good because typically they have a manufacturer's warranty for the first year, and you want to make sure to take advantage of that if anything happens to the computer. I'm not going to fill that out here. I'm just going to click next. Okay. Now I'm going to unselect all this stuff here from HP. I don't want them gathering system information. I don't need them using my contact details, so I'm going to uncheck those boxes and then click next. Okay, and this setup screen here may take a few minutes for your side. For me, I skipped through it. So it's going to finish the setup here. Going to tell you it may take a few minutes. Don't turn off your PC. Almost there. And there we go. So now we are inside of Windows 11 on our brand new PC. Okay, so now that we have our brand new Windows 11 PC set up without a Microsoft account, there's still some housekeeping to be done. You'll want to set up your favorite browser, add any programs that you typically use, and I would also check the antivirus software that comes with the computer. It's probably a trial that expires that they want you to purchase a subscription service for, but you know how we do it on this channel. We've got some alternatives, so watch my video at the end on the best free antivirus software that I recommend and use personally. And do me a favor, if you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe to that channel, it helps with that YouTube algorithm and they push the video out to more people, which helps me grow the channel and continue to bring you content like this weekly. Subscribing to the channel doesn't cost you anything. All right, and until next time,